rejection, brokenness, abandonment, humiliation, betrayal, injustice. These are all types of emotional or spiritual wounds. My name is Tawana Cooper, born September 10, 1977, and you are looking at a survivor who was not only wounded, but I am winning. I bear my scars to show that God can and that He will heal. I have experienced the pain of emotional wounds. Some were more painful than others. Wounded but Winning is about healing, empowerment, encouragement, birthing, but most importantly, turning those wounds into scars. I want to minister to those who have been wounded through the trials of life, through brokenness, through rejection, through abandonment, through humiliation, betrayal, and injustice. All of these things can cause us to be stagnant and keep us from fulfilling our purpose. If we think about a physical wound, there's inflammation, there's pain, there's blood, and most often tears. If we neglect to clean a physical wound by cleaning it of all the infection, medicating it, or treat it with care, the wound will never heal. Just like there is a process of physical wound healing, there is a process of emotional wound healing. There are 3 stages of a physical wound healing. There's the inflammatory phase, which is phase 1. This is the phase that begins at the time of the injury and lasts up to 4 days. Then phase 2 is the proliferative phase. This phase begins about 3 days after injury, but also overlaps with the inflammatory phase. Then there's the remodeling phase. This is the phase that continues for 6 months to 1 year after injury. Steps to emotional wound healing are: first, acknowledge and recall the trauma. This is when you take the Band-Aid off, or you rip the Band-Aid off. Allow yourself to feel it is phase 2. This is the period when you deal with the raw emotions of the trauma. Phase 3, forgive the offender. This is where you ask God to create in you a clean heart and renew a right spirit in you so that you can be free. Then the next phase will be to release your pain. This is when and where you will experience the freedom to move forward. You know, we often neglect to give this same care to emotional wounds that are in desperate need of treatment that may have been ignored for years. By ignoring these type of wounds, it may result in serious psychological damage. It is important to not only recognize when you have emotional wounds, but also know what is needed to heal the hurt. Someone once said, "Don't hide your scars. Wear them as proof that God heals." Psalms 147:3 says, "He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds." So it's time to rip off the Band-Aid and turn those wounds into scars so that you may walk in your God-given authority, so that you can walk in your purpose.